Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. WrestleMania 42 is in deep trouble. Ticket sales were really bad for WrestleMania 42 last week. They're even worse this week as I speak to you on February 21st, 2026, and WWE is fucking scrambling. They are scrambling because they discounted the tickets last week. There appeared to be zero movement because of the lower ticket prices. The show is down like 17,252 in total sales, plus comps, or about 19.3% behind the pace of last year's event. Now, this is a good thing. This is a good thing for wrestling fans and for WWE fans simply because it is showing TKO and WWE that they can't just do whatever the fuck they want and we're still going to buy tickets and go to your shows and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go to something that hasn't had a lot of thought and creative put into it. WrestleMania every year is a massive event, but it's also the one vacation per year that many families and many people do. And so WWE made the horrible decision to go back to Las Vegas because they made so much money at WrestleMania 41. They said, fuck it, we'll go back to the same place because they're giving us more money. When originally WrestleMania 42 was supposed to be in New Orleans, which would have been amazing because if you think about it every year, it's not only people who live in America go to WrestleMania. It is a global, worldwide event, and people plan their whole year around this vacation to go to WrestleMania. They spend 4 or 5 days in a new city. Maybe they've been there before, but it's been 5-10 years because WrestleMania has repeated cities before, just never back to back, and so they plan these trips out. They have 4 or 5 days. They go to all the wrestling shows. They go to indie shows. They go to Hall of Fame. They go to NXT. They go to WrestleMania. They buy the whole package because this is what wrestling fans do and what wrestling fans live for. And so if you're traveling from out of the country to come to Las Vegas, why would you want to go back-to-back years? You've already done the same thing. You're not going to spend another $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to come to WrestleMania when you've already seen it in the same city, and Las Vegas isn't that great anyways. But New Orleans, awesome. Somewhere else, Texas, Houston, whatever the case may be. But WWE decided to be greedy as they have been recently and go back to the same city. And now ticket sales are super down. If you can't make WrestleMania family affordable, then you don't have a show. If all you're doing is giving out comps to businesses and law firms, and so you fill up the boxes with random people who don't even care about WrestleMania, and then halfway through WrestleMania you're wondering why the show is so quiet and the fans are so dead, it's because no one fucking in the crowd knows what's happening because they never watched a single wrestling show because you gave out 40,000 tickets of comps. So WWE is facing repercussions for their actions. I mean, right now, going into WrestleMania 42, all we have really announced and known is that CM Punk is going to face Roman Reigns. Now at Elimination Chamber on February 28th, CM Punk is wrestling Finn Balor. Just to throw a sort of a wrench in the plans, but that's not going to happen. Finn Balor's not going to, the match is going to happen, but Finn Balor's not going to win. It's not even come close to winning, and Roman Reigns and CM Punk is going to headline WrestleMania Night 2. Now, what's going to headline WrestleMania Night 1? After watching SmackDown on February 20th, it looks like it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu versus Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania, and that's the main event of Night 1, and you have the main event of Night 2. But what about everything else? Where's the stories? Where's the creative direction? Where's the hype? Right? What is happening? Like, that's what's really going to drive people to actually want to buy and spend money to go to WrestleMania, not just you just resting on your laurels and think like, oh, we're WWE, this is WrestleMania, we're going to get 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people to show up just because it is what it is. And you're not going to, because some people have to be invested emotionally to want to spend $20,000 or $30,000 or $5,000 or $2,000 or $500 or $250, whatever the case may be, to go to WrestleMania. So I think what's happening right now with WrestleMania and the low ticket sales and just the disinterest that diehard WWE fans have right now for WrestleMania is a good thing, because it's going to force TKO and WWE to step up their game. Because the only thing that impacts businesses like this, I mean, WWE was valued at $9.3 billion. So they're not hurting for money whatsoever. But they continue to be greedy and disrespect the original fans that are actually the company is built on. And the only way a company changes and actually starts listening to the people that are telling them what they should do is when they start losing money. And if WrestleMania does not do well, the company loses money. Now, they have time to course correct and change and build new stories and creatives and lower ticket prices and make this thing actually worthwhile. It's not leaving Las Vegas. That's the first mistake they made. And then the second mistake they made is actually announcing Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania 43, because you're not going to get very many United States fans to go to that. You're probably going to get a lot of other people, but mostly people in Saudi Arabia are going to be the ones going to that WrestleMania. And you're going to miss out on all the other things that might have gone there as well. I mean, what makes WrestleMania week cool is the independent shows, the WrestleCon, all these other things that happen during WrestleMania week. And I have no idea if those people are going to travel to Saudi Arabia, because that's just a hard thing to do if you don't have a lot of money. And so I think fans are disinterested in that as well. And also the back-to-back Las Vegas was a horrible decision. And the build-up to this WrestleMania hasn't been amazing. I mean, the best thing that's happened has been the CM Punk Roman Reigns promo, and then we haven't seen Roman Reigns since. He's scheduled to be at every Raw on March, but that's been the build-up. That's it. And there's just resting on the fact that that's going to happen. Now, Roman Reigns being at WrestleMania, being in the main event, is going to sell tickets, but where are the other tickets that need to be sold have to be affordable enough for fans to buy them. And so I think WWE is in a tough spot right now. WrestleMania 42 is in trouble, and something must be done. Lower the ticket prices, build a story, have some creative hype towards WrestleMania 42, and encourage your most loyal fans to say, okay, WWE is trying, they're listening to me, I'm doing better, and I'm going to go. And so I hope that happens. I hope that happens, or WrestleMania 42 might have the lowest attendance in recent memory, and it might be the worst WrestleMania in recent memory. But there's going to be a few matches on the card, no matter what happens, that save the show. Hence a CM Punk Roman Reigns, a fatal four-way match, a ladder match for the United States Championship, right? Things of that nature are going to save the show, regardless of how bad the other matches are, or how, small of a build they have, or the no story they have. There's going to be a few matches that do save it, and people are going to remember those matches, just like WrestleMania 41 wasn't amazing, but it was highlighted by two triple threat matches that could go down as the greatest matches in WrestleMania history. And we might see that with a CM Punk Roman Reigns match that could be one of the biggest matches of all time. But with all those things that I said, hopefully WWE makes an adjustment and moves in the right direction towards WrestleMania 42 and actually caters towards the people that love what they do, because there's no WWE without fans. And I hope they actually understand that, really. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.